Hey, what's up, y'all? So I have a little shaky socket here, and I want to show y'all how I'm gonna repair this. So I start by cutting this piece of sheetrock here. I'm gonna cut, make a nice, neat rectangle, right? So that I can get this drilling enough so I can secure it properly and stop it from shaking. It'll be nice and solid. So I'm gonna cut. Nice little rectangle. I'm gonna pop it out and put it to the side. It's still good. I'm gonna reuse it. Put some screws in to tighten up that socket. Put these pieces of wood in the back of the sheetrock, and this is gonna be a brace for that same rectangle that I cut out. All right, so I put some thin pieces of wood to the back of it. All right, now I'm gonna fit this in. All right, now this piece of wood that you're putting for a bracing has to be at least 1/4 of an inch or a 1/2 inch thick, so the screws that is going into it can sink in the sheetrock that you're putting back for the patchwork. Just want to put that as a note. So I'm gonna make sure the screws are nice and flat. Whenever you're doing sheetrock, it's best to have the screws in nice and flat with this sheetrock. This way, when you're patching or putting the spackle or sheetrock compound, everything will be nice and level. So here I'm putting the compound, and I'm putting at least one nice level layer, or it will appear to be. And once I'm doing that, I'm gonna grab like the tape, and this tape I kind of soaked it in water. I did that so hoping that it will adhere with the it will kind of like stick on to, you know, with the wet surface, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna help to bond, hopefully. So once I got it nice and wet, see the water's dripping off my fingers. You can see they're glistening on this paper here. Paste it on, nice and neat like, you know. I'll put the other one, and also for the sides as well. So this is just a rough hole, you know. Just want to show my little insight of how to do, or what might help if anybody is trying to you know, hopefully this will be helpful to someone who's doing a little patchwork, who needs to get a socket, you know what I'm saying? Get a socket nice and tight. You never know. Or maybe you might have to do some electrical work, and this might help some way, somehow. Alright, so I'm gonna put some more spackle and get this nice and even now. Alright, so I'm putting some tape at the sides. So the tape helps for any cracking, you know what I'm saying, because the spackle is going to dry up and more than likely you'll see cracks. But with the tape being there, you can make it look like a nice uniform wall. So definitely This is the first coat. For me, it's gonna be behind the fridge, so I'm not gonna really worry about anybody seeing the rest of the wall. But well, at least this part of the wall. So might just leave it like this and maybe paint it over when I get time. But for the most part, if you want to get it smoother, better, you can let this dry, sand it nice and smooth, then you go over it once again, and you can mix the spackle or sheetrock compound with some water, so it'll be nice and hydrated, and you can get a beautiful wall once again. Thank you for watching.